Have you ever noticed some people seem to have a secret pact with money? People who speak and the universe responds, who declare and abundance appears, who vibrate at an invisible frequency, yet one so real it moves financial mountains. Today, you'll discover this frequency. You'll learn the exact word that makes the universe conspire in your favor. It's not magic, it's pure spiritual science. While most beg for abundance, you'll command it. While others plead for opportunities, you'll create them. Because there's a stark difference between those who ask and those who declare, between those who wait and those who determine. In the 1920s, as the world plunged into the Great Depression and millions lost everything, a woman named Emily discovered something revolutionary. While banks failed and entire families begged for food, she taught a truth that defied all logic of scarcity. Emily realized that our voice carries frequencies the universe recognizes instantly, that certain words don't just communicate, but command, that there's a specific sound, an exact vibration that activates invisible forces in our favor. She discovered that money isn't dead matter, it's living energy, and like all energy, it responds to precise commands most people have never learned to give. Have you ever noticed how some people attract money effortlessly? How opportunities simply appear in their lives? How investments that should fail multiply in their hands? They know the secret. They speak the language the universe understands. Today you'll learn too. You'll discover the word that turns beggars into kings, the declaration that shifts entire frequencies, the sound that makes the impossible bow before you. But prepare yourself, because when you learn to speak this language, your life will never be the same. The universe will start working for you in ways that defy all rational logic. The question is, are you ready to discover what that word is? Are you prepared to activate a frequency that will change not just your bank account, but your entire financial identity? Because what Emily discovered in those dark times of depression still works today. And it can transform you into the next conduit of abundance the world needs to see. Emily wasn't an ordinary woman. As the world around her financially collapsed, she discovered something that defied all human logic. She realized that our voice doesn't just express thoughts, our voice programs realities. Imagine that. Every word that leaves your mouth carries a specific frequency, a vibration that echoes through invisible dimensions. And the universe, like a cosmic computer, receives these commands and executes them without question. Most people use their voice to complain, to doubt, to confirm limitations. They say things like, "I never have enough money," or "I'm not good with money," or "Only the rich are born rich." And the universe, a faithful servant, responds, "So be it." But Emily discovered the other side of this equation. She realized that we can use the same voice, the same frequency, to command abundance, to decree prosperity, to determine that money flows to us like rivers find the sea. The word she discovered isn't money. It isn't abundance. It isn't any single word you're imagining. It's something far more powerful. It's a complete declaration that instantly reprograms your financial identity. This declaration works because it combines three infallible spiritual elements. First, it affirms your divine right to prosperity. Second, it commands the energetic flow in the present tense. Third, it specifies how abundance should reach you. When Emily first taught this phrase, people reported immediate changes, unexpected checks, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, investments multiplying, debts being settled through impossible means. Why? Because the universe recognizes spiritual authority. When you speak with the conviction of someone who knows their divine origins, when you declare abundance as a natural right, invisible forces align to manifest your word. But there's a secret within the secret. The word only works when you utter it with absolute certainty, when every cell in your body vibrates at the same frequency as your declaration, when you don't just speak, but embody the truth you're expressing. Emily called this the word made flesh. The moment a spiritual declaration becomes personal identity, when you don't just say you're prosperous, but become the very embodiment of prosperity. And this transformation begins now, with a single phrase, a declaration that will reprogram not just your bank account, but your entire relationship with abundance. The law of absolute declaration governs the entire financial universe. It's as simple as this. What you declare with total conviction becomes your dominant reality. No exceptions, no negotiations. But here's the problem. Most people have never learned the difference between wishing and declaring, between asking and commanding, between hoping and determining. When you wish for money, you place yourself in a position of lack. You confirm that you don't have it, that you need it, that you depend on external forces, and the universe, always faithful to your commands, keeps you exactly in that frequency of need. When you declare prosperity, the opposite happens. You position yourself as the source, as a natural conduit of abundance, as someone through whom the universe's wealth expresses itself. And this new identity changes everything. The declaration Emily discovered is this: my riches, by divine right, now flow to me in avalanches of abundance. Stop. Read it again. Feel the weight of each word. My riches establishes ownership. These aren't riches you want. These are riches that are already yours, just waiting to be recognized. By divine right eliminates guilt and worthiness. You're not asking for a favor. You're claiming a legitimate spiritual inheritance. Now flow commands immediate action. It's not future. It's not one day. It's present. It's movement that has already begun. To me directs the flow. You become the magnetic point where all this abundance concentrates. In avalanches of abundance specifies the intensity. It's not a trickle. It's a deluge, a force of nature that cannot be contained. When you speak this phrase with absolute conviction, three things happen simultaneously. First, your financial identity is instantly rewritten. Second, you emit a frequency that resonates with abundant opportunities. Third, you activate invisible forces that begin to conspire in your favor. But be careful. This isn't a magic formula to repeat mechanically. It's a portal of transformation that demands your total presence. Every word needs to come from the core of your being. Every syllable must carry the certainty of who you truly are. Because the universe doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to embodied truths, to declarations born from your divine essence and echoing through your entire existence. When you utter this phrase as someone who knows their true power, when every cell in your body vibrates in harmony with this truth, the impossible becomes inevitable, and abundance finally finds its way to you. Now, let's get to what truly matters. You, your resistances, your secret fears, all the silent ways you push away exactly what you desire most. Because while you keep dreaming of abundance, a part of you is working against it. While you declare prosperity, your deepest thoughts whisper limitation. And this internal contradiction is what keeps you stuck in the same financial place for years. How many times have you sabotaged an opportunity for fear of not deserving it? How many times have you refused help because you felt unworthy? How many times have you lowered your prices, your expectations, your dreams, because an inner voice told you that you were asking for too much? That voice isn't yours. It's an echo of old programming, of generations who learned that money is dirty, that the rich are greedy, that prosperity is a sin. And you inherited these limiting frequencies without even realizing it. But see the cruel irony. While you carry guilt for desiring abundance, the universe is literally waiting to deliver it. While you diminish yourself for wanting more, invisible forces are aligned to manifest your boldest commands. The problem was never your ability to attract money. The problem is that you attract and repel at the same time. You ask for abundance in the morning and confirm scarcity at night. You declare prosperity and then punish yourself for being materialistic. This internal war is what keeps you spinning your wheels. It's what makes opportunities appear and disappear. It's what turns your declarations into empty words. Because the universe cannot deliver what you energetically reject. It cannot manifest what you secretly believe you don't deserve. It cannot honor commands that you yourself cancel with doubts and fears. So here's your first liberation. Stop feeling guilty for desiring wealth. Stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop diminishing your dreams to please people who can't even pay their own bills. Abundance is your spiritual right. Prosperity is your divine inheritance. And every time you deny this, every time you make yourself financially small, you're not being humble. You're being ungrateful for the infinite possibilities the universe has placed at your disposal. The declaration Emily discovered only works when you stop fighting against your own greatness, when you accept that you were created to prosper, when you embrace your identity as a natural conduit of universal abundance. And this acceptance begins now, with a simple decision: to stop sabotaging yourself and start honoring yourself. Let's talk about the real price of your resistance, about what you're losing every second you remain at war with your own prosperity. Look at your bank account. Look at your lost opportunities. Look at all the moments when money was right there, in front of you, and you pushed it away with thoughts of unworthiness. Every time you think, "That's too expensive for me," you program scarcity. Every time you say, "I can't afford it," you confirm limitation. Every time you financially diminish yourself, you cancel commands of abundance that were already in motion. And while you live this internal contradiction, you watch other people manifesting exactly what you secretly desire. You see opportunities knocking on their door while yours evaporate into thin air. You wonder why the universe favors some and forgets others. The truth is brutal. The universe forgets no one. You're the one sending mixed signals, asking for abundance with your mouth and rejecting it with your heart, declaring prosperity in the morning and confirming poverty in the afternoon. How many business opportunities have you already turned down out of fear? How many investments have you let pass due to insecurity? How many times have you lowered your prices because you believed you weren't worth more than that? Every one of these choices is a vote against your own abundance. It's a silent declaration that you don't deserve more, that you should settle for less, that prosperity is for others, never for you. But today, that changes. Today you face the mirror of truth and see how much power you've wasted by feeding fears that aren't even yours. Because every time you silence your financial truth, every time you accept less than you deserve, every time you diminish yourself to fit into others' expectations, you're not being modest. You're being cowardly. You're betraying the trust the universe placed in you. You're wasting talents that were given to generate prosperity. You're denying your role as a conduit of abundance in this world. And the most tragic part? While you hide from your financial greatness, there are people who need the services you can offer. Dreams that depend on the prosperity you can generate. Transformations that only happen when you fully embrace your power to create wealth. Your resistance to abundance doesn't just affect you. It affects everyone who could benefit from your full prosperity. So stop procrastinating. Stop diminishing yourself. Stop denying what the universe has already confirmed about you. You were born to prosper. Now let's get to what truly matters. The practice that will transform this understanding into real power. The ritual that will activate the frequency of abundance in your energetic field. For 21 consecutive days, you will incorporate a sacred routine. Each morning, upon waking, before checking messages or connecting with the outside world, you will stand before a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times. And then, with all the conviction that exists within your being, declare aloud, "My riches, by divine right, now flow to me in avalanches of abundance." But don't speak mechanically. Feel every word. Let it resonate through every cell of your body. Allow this truth to spread through your consciousness like ink in water. As you declare, visualize rivers of opportunities flowing in your direction. See contracts being signed. See investments multiplying. See all the creative ways the universe can use to deliver prosperity into your life. After the declaration, write down 3 specific actions you can take that day to honor your new prosperous identity. These could be important calls, bold proposals, investments in yourself, conversations you've been putting off. At night, before sleeping, repeat the declaration again. But this time, add gratitude for the abundances that have already begun to move in your direction, even if they aren't yet visible. Because the universe first works in the invisible realm. Opportunities align before they appear. The right people are prepared before they enter your life. Resources organize themselves before they manifest. During these 21 days, you'll notice resistances surfacing, thoughts of doubt, old fears resurfacing, inner voices questioning if you truly deserve so much abundance. When that happens, don't fight it. Just observe. Recognize these resistances as old programming trying to keep you in the familiar place. And then, with even more conviction, repeat your declaration. Because every time you choose the truth of abundance over the lie of scarcity, you strengthen your new financial identity. Every conscious repetition is a vote in favor of your prosperity. And at the end of 21 days, you won't be the same person who started this ritual. Your frequency will have shifted. Your presence will carry a different authority, and the world around you will begin to reflect this internal transformation in ways that will surprise even you. The abundance that was always yours will finally find its way back home. Something has changed within you since the beginning of this journey. I can feel it. You can feel it. The universe can feel it. Because the person who started watching this content isn't the one finishing it. The person who doubted their own ability to prosper isn't the same one who now carries the most powerful declaration about abundance. You are no longer someone who asks for money. You are someone who commands prosperity. No longer someone who waits for opportunities. You are someone who creates them. No longer someone who begs for abundance. You are the very expression of abundance in human form. And this transformation begins right now. Every word you speak carries new authority. Every thought about money vibrates at a higher frequency. Every action you take is aligned with your true prosperous identity. Declare with me now, one last time, my riches, by divine right, now flow to me in avalanches of abundance. Feel how these words echo differently now, how they carry a weight, a certainty, a force that wasn't there before, because you're no longer repeating a phrase. You're expressing your deepest truth. The universe has heard. Invisible forces have aligned. What was potential is now movement. What was possibility is now inevitability. In the coming days, weeks, months, you will witness financial miracles that defy all rational logic. Opportunities appearing out of nowhere. The right people entering your life. Resources multiplying in impossible ways. And when that happens, when abundance begins to flow like an avalanche, remember this truth. It wasn't luck. It was your command. It wasn't chance. It was your materialized declaration. If this message awakened something in you, if you felt your financial identity transforming, leave a comment sharing which part touched your heart the most. Like this video so more people can discover this ancient secret. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving life-changing truths. And if you know someone who needs to hear this word that moves the universe, share it now. Because multiplied abundance is magnified abundance. You are now an official conduit of prosperity in this world. You are living proof that the universe conspires in favor of those who know their own greatness. My riches, by divine right, now flow to me in avalanches of abundance. So it is. So it shall be. So it is being.